First and foremost, I need to come in defense of Afghanistan National Army. Afghanistan armed forces resisted and fought bravely, all alone, since 2014 to the 2021. Let's not forget that the direct confrontation of the NATO forces on the ground with the Taliban was very minimal, at later stages completely gone, since 2014 after the transition of the security to the hand of the Afghans. First and foremost. Second, the other reason is the incompetence of the political leaders of Afghanistan. Third thing, the intervention of American friends into the military tactics and doctrine of Afghanistan. For example, in 1995, the Taliban also launched the same way their attacks on Mujahideen government. Ahmad Massoud knew exactly he is unable to fight the Taliban and around the Kabul or like in plain of Shamali and stuff. He retreated it to a strategic location like Kabul, Panjshir and the north and the rest. This time I was at the Ministry of Defense with BK Bismillah Khan Mohammadi, the Minister of Defense of Afghanistan. The phone was on the table, and one of the things that they were thinking and were talking to a lot of those sorts of the regional commanders of the army, that we had to retreat from the big cities and concentrate on Kabul and cities and provinces around Kabul all the way to Hindu Kush to create a geography which is defendable. However, our American friends told Bismillah Khan that no, you need to keep the cities. So your forces must stay in Herat, in Qunduz, in Mazar, in Kandahar to defend the cities. Which was absolutely wrong in terms of military, let's say, thinking or tactic. Because what would they do? Defend what? Defend just cities, buildings? It was an absolute wrong tactic. The other thing was, once again, the intervention of our friends and the intention of the government in creating initiative to prevent it. Local resistance was something we proposed to the government of Afghanistan, to our friends, international friends, especially Americans. Americans told me in Kabul, we are against local resistance. We do not want to create militias against the government of Afghanistan. And I explained it has nothing to do with being against the government of Afghanistan. It is about saving Afghanistan. We are way past that time to think about like the stability or the legitimacy of just the government. We are going to lose everything. I understand the background and the history and a lot of issue with Dostum, but he's very popular. Use him in the north. Muhaqiq, use him in the north. Ismail Khan, he's ready with his white beard and he's on the street. Help him. Use him in the west. Create these local resistance from these powerful figures to prevent the fall of the government, to reduce the pressure from Afghanistan army, because Afghanistan army is the backbone of the government. It should not break. So reduce the pressure, let the Afghan army to breathe, because at the end stage, probably last 2 years, the commandos in Afghanistan army were stretched. It was stretched to the point that they couldn't breathe, or they were like suffocating because of so much using from.
But they even fight each other. They were very divided.
Who?
Those commanders.
No, not at all. I want like
there was a civil war in Kabul in
when?
95, 96.
What? You speak civil war before the 95, not after 2001.
92.
92.
92.
We are not speaking of any war, but the Taliban since the constitution of Afghanistan. This is another thing. They always say the Afghans were divided. The French are divided, the Brits are divided, and many other countries. Yes, we were divided, but we were divided based on how we were thinking the government should be, like a governing, the way of governing and stuff like that. And we always learn from democracies. We use democratic ways to show our difference in opinions. No one revolted against the government of Afghanistan. You never heard Dostum after the 2001 agreement and Bonn conference and constitution to do anything against the constitution of Afghanistan, to come and say, I don't accept constitution or the government. Nor you heard it from Atta, nor you heard it from, I don't know, Mohaqiq, nor all of these big figures and big names in Afghanistan at that time.